penalty in front of the posts. Interesting to see what Bridgend do here. And Gareth Williams calls Mark Titley and says, kick for goal. Decides to have 3 points. Good kick. Bridgend go in the lead, 3 points to 0. On the 22, the Bridgend 22-metre line. Cheryl Williams. They lose it against the head. Bishop. Try in the corner. Difficult kick for Gary Pearce, the edge of the touchline. And a marvellous kick, excellent kick by Gary Pearce from the edge of the touchline. And that takes them into the lead by 6 points to 3. And we are told the try was scored, in fact, by John Morgan. Howell Davis in the middle of the field. Unfortunately, he slips. John Morgan. There's that man again, David Bishop. Bishop's going to score under the posts. David Bishop yet again makes his presence felt in this game by scoring another try under the posts. As we approach half-time, it's Pearce now to attempt to take Steephome further into the lead. And that just creeps over as the half-time whistle goes, with Steephome in the lead by 12 points to 3. Bridgend having gone into the lead with a penalty goal kicked by Mark Titley, but Steephome coming back and scoring 2 tries, both converted by Gary Pearce, to give them a half-time lead of 12 points to 3. Gerald Williams, the Bridgend inside half, leaves the field. John Apsey. Bishop again. John Morgan. Well, David Bishop has got to do something. If he's not scoring tries, he's dropping goals. Drop goal by David Bishop takes the score up to 15 points to 3 in Steephome's favour. Gerald Williams had to leave the field. He's been replaced by Richard Griffiths. Gareth Williams is going in at the corner. Gareth Williams has scored. Gareth Williams taking that ball and going on his own on the narrow side and scoring in the corner. Brings the score back to 15 points to 7. David Bishop takes his time, knows that there's just a minute or so left of this game. Bishop tried a little kick and chase, but now it's Bridgend on the counter-attack. John Morgan. Gary Pearce. Suto. John Morgan. John Morgan is going to score the deciding try for Steephome to put it out of Bridgend's reach, and that makes the score 19 points to 7. But it's Kevin Hopkins who takes the kick. Geraint John was going to take it. Kevin Hopkins decides to take it, kicks the ball dead. As this final between Steephome and South Glamorgan Institute for Higher Education gets underway. Gary Pearce dropping out from his 22. He is the captain of the Voyagers. And the crowd enjoying the evening sunshine here at Aberaeron. Steephome win it. Out onto the wing. And it's John Morgan. John Morgan is going. He's been chased by Geraint John. Geraint John is getting near him. Is he going to catch him? No. And a good try there. A run from inside the steep home 22. And the score, steep home go into the lead by that try, 4 points to 0. And there's the kick on the 22, 25 metres in from touch, the far side of the field. Gary Pearce seems to have kicked it well. He has, through the posts. And the score, steep home 6, South Glamorgan Institute 0. Referee says play on. Hopkins in the outside half position. Geraint John trying to work himself clear, beats one man. Lovely inside jink. Geraint John and Mark Brown after him. Geraint John. Brown has got him. Brown again. Brown doing sterling work. Spoils it all by throwing a forward pass. But undoubtedly, Mark Brown saving his side with a tackle on Geraint John, with Geraint John in full flight. And that is the half-time whistle. And the score, steep home 6, South Glamorgan Institute 0. Well, that tells everyone where we are, Aberaeron. Gary Pearce to restart the second half with his side 6 points to 0 in the lead. Advantage played. Christopher Feuge. Kevin Hopkins in the inside half position. Ghazi knocks on. No advantage. Interesting to see the South Glamorgan Institute players changing positions. Kevin Hopkins popping in the inside half position, Ghazi playing in the centre. A very versatile 7, the Institute. Bishop. Ball into the scrummage. Pearce. Suto. Steve Henry Ellis to Mark Brown. Moving right. Bishop. Bishop going for the corner. Ghazi's after him. Bishop's going to get there. Bishop is there. He's running around behind the posts. And David Bishop has done it again. David Bishop, who has scored so many tries throughout the tournament, scores again. So Steep Home go further into the lead by 10 points to 0. No mistake, 12 points to 0. Confirmation of the score. Steep Home in the lead by 12 points to 0, with 8 minutes to go of this final between the South Glamorgan Institute and the Steep Home Invitation 7. Geraint John restarts. Ellis goes up. Palms to Bishop. Long pass. Gerard Glynn. Mark Brown. Mark Brown showing a great turn of speed. Mark Brown is going for the corner. Ghazi's after him. I don't think he's going to catch him. Brown is going to score. Another fine try by Mark Brown, the Pontypool flanker, receiving the ball on his 10-metre line and beating the Institute defence and touching down halfway between the posts and the corner flag. Confirmation of the score. Steep Home further into the lead by 16 points to 0. Pearce. And just creeps in the left-hand upright. So there's the score. Steep Home 18 points to 0. 6 minutes remaining of this game, and Steep Home rather running away with this final, leading by 18 points to 0. Geraint John to restart for the Institute. Ellis calls. Palms to Bishop. Bishop is going up the right-hand touchline. From the halfway line, he's up over the 22. Looks as if there's anybody about, decides to go in the corner, and that is another try for David Bishop, his second try in the final. And good work yet again by this little inside half from Pontypool, who had such a marvellous season last year. And the impact he's made now reflected in that scoreline of Steve Home, 22 points, South Glamorgan Institute 0, with just 4 minutes left of the final, and Steve Home assured of victory in this final. That ball deflected into touch by an Institute player. Suto from the Cardiff club to throw. Throws to the back. Brown takes to Bishop. Pearce. Gerard Glynn. Looks at Pearce. Mark Brown appears in the right wing. Steve Henry Ellis. Little kick and chase by Gary Pearce. He wants the bounce. Doesn't get it. All the attacking done by Steve Home. Comfortable lead to Geraint John at his own 22. Hopkins decides on a little kick. Ball into touch. Just 2 minutes remaining. As Steve Ellis takes from the line out. Goes on his own. Looks for support, doesn't get it. But Brown gathers to his teammate Bishop. This looks ominous. Phil Lewis on a 2-to-1 is going in unopposed under the posts. Yet another try for Steve Home. And this is the score. Steve Home 26 points, South Glamorgan Institute of Higher Education 0, and a runaway victory for the Steve Home 7 as Gary Pearce makes no mistake with that conversion. Confirmation of the score, 28 points to 0, Steve Home's favour. Derek Bevan, the referee, looks at his watch. 30 seconds left of this game. Bishop. But he has a foot in touch on the far side, denied him his third try of the final. As the game draws to its close, it's a scrummage with the referee Derek Bevan just playing injury time in the second half. Geraint John. I wonder if they're going to make one last effort. Sean McWilliam cuts inside. Finds Kevin Hopkins. Inside. Simon King. Consolation to the Institute. A try by Simon King. At least it's a consolation for the South Glamorgan Institute that they have scored a try, but they trail by 28 points to 4. So, an easy kick for Geraint John. Geraint John, the outside half. That could possibly be the last kick of the game. That's it. Confirmation then of the final score here at Aberaeron. Steve Home 28, South Glamorgan Institute of Higher Education 6. A marvellous day's entertainment for everybody who's come here today. A bit of an anticlimax in the final, but congratulations to Steve Home.